Alright, so sorry for the delay, but schedule messes up and things gotta go a certain way, so I'm gonna be doing a double review for chapters 14 and 15 of Hungry Joker. And things seem like after chapter 15, the series definitely is setting up for, I guess it's preparing itself for possible cancellation, so that way it has an actual ending, which is a bummer, but I'll explain that in a minute. So chapter 14, for the most part, it was really just development I felt for Nils, and between what it was and ultimately the Eureka that he got from his grandmother that left that final message and whatnot, or shall I say her grandmother. We'll get to that in a minute as well. But it kind of reminded me. I mean, it's not what it is, but like it kind of reminded me of Komamura's Bankai from Bleach. But it's not really that. Basically, I guess the Eureka, what it does is it allows you to imagine whatever you want, and it comes to fruition, and it just becomes like something you can use in battle. The grandmother made the maze with the minions in it, the Minotaur, and Nils makes this giant bull-looking thing with a cute face. So I guess that's what it is. But the way Nils used it reminded me of like Komamura's Bankai, and I don't know if Nils is gonna keep using it like that, or if Nils is gonna use it in other different ways. Like maybe I could create a big death machine gun or some crazy shit. So it really depends on how Nils wants to keep using it. Hopefully it doesn't stay like that with the bull, attacking and whatnot, like looking like Komamura's Bankai from Bleach, because I wasn't feeling that too much. I felt like if you could create whatever you want, why not have like a giant machete going charging or some crazy shit? Why a kawaii bull? So I wasn't like, it was interesting, but I wasn't too hyped about chapter 14. Like I would give chapter 14 maybe 3.5, 3 out of 5. I wasn't really too keen on that because it felt like more of something I've seen already and something that they could have done a lot more original, but instead it kind of just felt like seeing that, been there, done that. But at the same time, it was cool to see Neil step up, so it was okay. But chapter 15, that shit, like, you can totally tell that the author is really just doing two things. He's trying to do everything he possibly can at this point, which is sad. It's sad that we're in a day and age where the author really has to just like throw balls to the wall at this point to try everything he can. And at the same time, he's setting up for a possible cancellation. Now, in 15, I believe it was the chapter where it seems as though, because after they beat Dodo Mekis, they basically steal him and whatnot. There's a shot of what appears to be Nils as a girl, maybe, because it looked as though Nils was kind of like had a chest and like there was bandage wrapped around like her chest, so to speak. And it would also make sense why it's a fierce bull, but it has a cute face. So Nils might actually be a female and not a dude, which is pretty weird and crazy. But whatever floats her boat or his boat. I'm not sure, but that was pretty interesting. But the thing that really like shows that the author is just hands down like doing many different things and just trying his very best is the ending, where we see this shadowy figure that in a normal shonen manga and anime we wouldn't have seen this dude, the dude that looked like Haiji, for long time. It would have been like maybe glimpse of him in chapter 50, and maybe we get an encounter with him chapter 88, and we have the first battle chapter 140, some crazy shit like that. But to see in chapter 15 that he shows up and we find out that that's Haiji's actual brother, it was a crazy revelation, but way too premature. Shouldn't have happened yet. We should not even be scratching the surface of that mystery yet, which goes to show really that like the series is out the door. And it's unfortunate because it's a good series, it is, but based on everything that's been going down, you can just tell Shonen Battle manga and Shonen Battle anime, Shonen Battle series as a whole is just not, something that is viable anymore. Like if you're not something that's already established, like the big ones, One Piece, Naruto, Bleach, then you really just ain't gonna cut it this day and age, because that's just not what the average consumer is looking for. And chapter 15, it was an awesome chapter. It was a great, phenomenal chapter. With Haiji and Nils basically showing some of the typical shonen stuff with the friendship thing, but at the same time they also had a nice strategy with locking him inside there. And the way Haiji's brother showed up, I thought that was pretty epic too. It had this dramatic feel to it and everything. And overall, just I felt like chapter 15 was, just such a climactic chapter, but far too premature for that thing to be showing up. Like, Haiji's brother shouldn't have showed up for a very long time. And that's just my opinion. And as awesome as it was, it just goes to show that the series is ending. But what do you guys think as far as this whole thing goes? Do you think that, you know, uh, Haiji's brother showing up means that the series is like gonna end soon. I mean, it's been doing really bad in the rankings. Like last week, it was second to last. I think the week prior, it was last place. So I'm pretty sure that the series might be ending pretty soon. But again, let me know what you think. The series has been kicking ass, and if it ends next week, if it ends the week after, I definitely got to say that Hungry Joker will always be something that I thought had promise, and we'll just have to wait and see. Hopefully, the Japanese people get more into it because honestly, like the art style looks really awesome. It has like a mix of Bleach, but at the same time, he also throws his own little wackiness in there, and like chapters like 14 and 15 has like that exact example, like the close up of Haiji. Like I never really talk about art in the chapters, but the close up of Haiji and Nils done very well. And he's just trying his damnedest and giving us awesome art. Action packed stuff, everything you would want out of a shonen manga, pretty much for especially for a beginner, and it's not really that effective at the moment, but we'll just have to wait and see again. But that's all I have for this review. I give the second chapter, chapter 15. I definitely got to give that like a 4.5 out of 5 or something because it was really just crazy revelation, crazy storytelling, and it's only chapter 15, but. Again, it might be the depth of the series. And also, as far as the rankings go, I'm not going to be including the last ones because they're relevant at this point, but you can vote for this week's chapters, the crazy One Piece. In my opinion, is either between, and this is just strictly me, it's between like One Piece or Hungry Joker for me. Chapter 15, Hungry Joker, chapter 700 of One Piece was just like plot moving. And you don't necessarily need action to move the plot. Like the revelation of Haiji's brother, I think that was phenomenal. But One Piece also, skyrocket to the moon. But again, vote for your the best chapter of the week. And yeah, that's all I have for this review. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Thumbs up if you hope that Hungry Joker can survive this harsh day and age of shonen battle series, battling it out to try to make something of itself. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.